Usurp That. And we're going to Numbers, 1 Kings, Revelation, and 2 Thessalonians. Okay. First, we're going to Numbers chapter 16, verses 8 through 10. Then Moses said to Korah, "Listen here, you sons of Levi. Is it for you a mere trifle that the God of Israel has separated you from the community of Israel to bring you close to himself so that you can do the work in the tabernacle of Adonai and stand before the community serving them? He has brought you close, and all your brothers, the sons of Levi, with you. Now you want the office of Cohen too, a high priest." So here it is. What this is about is people who put themselves in a place of authority. They're not placed there by God. They're not placed there by the authority that God has given to others to place them there. They are placed there by themselves, by doing it for themselves. Korah and let's see, and Dadan and Abiram, along with 250 leaders, rebelled against Moses because he said Moses was doing too much. In other words, they was accusing Moses of putting himself in that leadership position and sitting there saying the whole congregation is holy, so all of us. I guess he was saying that he should be. I think he was trying to get there and get Aaron's job as high priest. So, but what happened? Since God was not behind that, God did not ordain that. God did not tell them to rebel up against Moses or Aaron and stuff. So what happened was the ground swallowed these three men and their families, their whole families, and everything they owned. And the 250 men, which were leaders in the community, were killed by fire. God killed them with fire. It's in chapter 16 of Numbers if you want to read the whole thing. Now let's go to 1 Kings chapter 21, verses 5 to 10. Jezebel, his wife, went and said to him, "Why are you so depressed that you refuse to eat?" He answered her, "Because I spoke to Naboth the Israeli, and said to him, 'Sell me your vineyard for money, or else, if you prefer, I will give you another vineyard for it.' But he answered, 'I won't give you my vineyard. Are you the king of Israel or not?' Asked his wife Jezebel. 'Get up, eat some food, and cheer up. I will give you the vineyard of Naboth the Israeli.' So she wrote letters in Ahab's name, sealed them with his seal, and sent the letters to the leaders and notables of the city where Naboth lived. In the letters she wrote, 'Proclaim a fast and give Naboth the seat of honor among the people. Have two good-for-nothing men sit opposite him and have them accuse him publicly of cursing God and the king. Then take him outside and stone him to death.'" And here's the thing, what she did. She took authority to sign Ahab's name and put out a decree against a man, innocent man, a false accusation against a man who was innocent, to have him killed and justify it. Now, she has no authority to sit in the place and do what the king has authority to do. Now, as a queen, she had some authority. But not that. She had no authority to put that decree out. She had no authority to sit there and sign his name. So there she sat in a place of authority that did not belong to her. That's another one. Now let's go to the way she died was that she was thrown out a window, trampled by horses, and ate by dogs. That was her end. And she did a lot of other stuff too besides that, but this is what this one is about, this one. Now let's go to Revelation chapter 17, verses 1 through 7 and 18. Oh, that's the wrong one. Here's the message here today about this, is don't set yourself up or try to take a place, a position of authority that God does not give you. Even if you think you could do a better job than the person doing it. Even if you can prove you can, don't do it. Unless God sets you there, and unless the man or woman, here's the thing, the man or woman shouldn't set you there either unless God says to set you there. That church, no church belongs to that man or woman, the pastor, the bishop, the apostle. That church is not theirs. If it's a true church of Yeshua, that church belongs to Yeshua. He is the head of that church. It is by his authority that anybody should be placed in any position at all. So a pastor, a bishop, apostle, if they see somebody they think is called to do something, even before they send them there, the first rule of business should be to go to God and seek God's authority on it. Now let's see. Revelation chapter 17, verses 1 through 7, then 18. Then came one of the angels with the 7 bowls, and he said to me, Come, I will show you the judgment of the great whore who is sitting by many waters. The king of the earth went whoring with her, and the people being on earth have become drunk with the wine of her whoring. He carried me off in the spirit in a desert to a desert, and I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast, filled with blasphemous names, and having 7 heads and 10 horns. The woman was dressed in purple and scarlet, and glittered with gold, precious stones, and pearls. In her hand was a gold cup filled with the obscene and filthy things produced by her whoring. On her forehead was written a name with a hidden meaning, Babel the Great, mother of whores, and of the earth of cities. I saw the woman drunk from the blood of God's people, that is, from the blood of the people who testify about Yeshua. On seeing her, I was altogether astounded. Then the angel said to me, Why are you astounded? I will tell you the hidden meanings of the woman and of the beast of the 7 heads and 2 horns that was carrying her. Now let's get down to 18. Okay. And the woman you saw is a great city that rules over the kings of the earth. Okay. She was a system, a religious or political, a religious system that took authority over the kings of the earth. She had rule over them. Now, and she was false religion, paganism, idolatry, and all that. So she killed the saints of God. She being drunk by the blood means that she killed them. She in the last days, we're going to, like I said, in the last days, we're going to go to prison. We're going to be killed. We're going to be martyred, and everything like that. But that's going to happen. And she does this. She does this. So, and I believe that it's going to be a spiritual murdering of some of the saints too, because I believe that she is going to get some of them turned to backslide and turn to worshiping idols as opposed to worshiping the true God. Now, in her end, it's going to be that the 10 kings and the Antichrist is going to kill her. And it'll tell you that in in chapter 17, it tells you how they kill her and stuff. So I'm not going to get into that right now. If you want to know, all you have to just go to Revelation chapter 17. It'll tell you. Now we're going to Thessalonians. Oh, can I take it out? No. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 3 and 4. Don't let anyone deceive you in any way, for the day will not come until after the apostasy has come and the man who separates himself from Torah has been revealed, the one destined for doom. He will oppose himself to everything that people call a god or make an object of worship. He will put himself above them all, so that he will sit in the temple of God and proclaim that he himself is God. But this one is easy. He sets himself as God. He's trying to push God off his throne, which we know is a mistake. He's one that is going to, that everyone is going to bow to and pray. Not everyone, but everyone on earth at the time is going to bow to and pray to and go worship as God. They're the ones that's the one that they're going to take the mark for. That's his mark, the mark of the beast that they're going to take. And they're going to worship and follow after him. His end is going to be thrown into the lake of fire. Now let's go to Revelation chapter 13, verses 11 to 16. Then I saw another beast coming out of the earth. It had 2 horns like those of a lamb, but it spoke like a dragon. It exercises all the authority of the first beast in its presence, and it makes the earth and its inhabitants worship the first beast, the one whose fatal wound has been healed. It performs great miracles, even caused, let me see, 16. Miracles, even causing fire to come down from heaven into the earth as people watch. It deceives the people living on earth by the miracles it is allowed to perform in the presence of the beast. And it tells them to make an image honoring the beast that was struck by the sword, became also alive. It was allowed to put breath, look at this. What he is he's a false prophet. He set himself in a position of authority, which prophets have authority. True prophets have authority in the church. God has set it up that way. He set himself in a place of authority. In fact, he set himself as authority that he can take authority and put out a decree or put out a commandment, a law for people to worship the beast's image. God didn't give him that. So his end, what's going to happen for him is he's also going to be thrown in the lake of fire. Like I said earlier, the whole story and the whole teaching of this is you cannot put yourself you cannot put yourself in a place of authority. And as far as those who can set you in that place, still has to answer to God when they set you in that place. They have to make sure that they are being led by God's Spirit. They cannot just place you there because they want to keep you in their church or because they want to just have you there. No. So here's the thing. Each one of these, put yourself in a position of authority, and each of these did it in a violent way. Korah had 250 men. They were getting ready to go up against Moses and Aaron. Jezebel had a man killed. Babylon, Mr. Babylon, is going to kill those children, kill saints, kill us, kill the children of God, to kill the children of Yeshua, the saints of Yeshua. They are going. She kills them, so there's violence. The Antichrist is going to kill saints and lead people to the pits of hell because he's going to put his mark in them. There's violence. And the false prophet is going to have people that take the mark. He's going to have them, or force them to, or well, not force them, but have them worship the image of the beast, leading them to worship a false god so that they are led to the lake of fire. So this is it right here. This is why you never put yourself in a position that God does not put you in. If God puts you in the position of sweeping floors, be happy there. If He puts you in a position of washing dishes, be happy there. If He puts you in a position of being a teacher, be happy there. Wherever He puts you in a position, be happy there. Because you will not get by with taking authority that God does not give you.